So, just want to talk about an obvious observation about life, but particularly Negro culture. Culture is something that's so personal that other people ain't gonna want to copy your shit, because then they lose their culture. You get it? You can't have two cultures, and you can't do my culture and your culture at the same time. It's called cosplaying, pretending. Now, there's nothing wrong with liking each other's cultures and adopting, or, because if everyone actually figures out that majority of cultures seem the same, it's because it used to be the same, and you're just a faction. You know what I mean? Like, what I've come to realize, the thing men do, no matter who it is or what you make, it doesn't have to be culture. It could be anything like music, it could be an invention. Culture usually dictates what your people are gonna invent. You know what I'm saying? If you don't believe me or don't understand that, in some people's culture, if you're a fucking idiot, you're an idiot, right? But if you're a slave, you're an idiot. You're a nobody. You're not, you get it? See, those old time world beliefs prevented so many people from having their people rise up. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you think you're smarter than somebody and then you oppress somebody else, right? And then they end up really fucking smart at some shit, or could have been, you know? And then other people, like take United States for example. United States slavery is one of the most unique slaveries I've ever researched, because they're smart. They know what the fuck niggas is worth, beyond just some work in a fucking field type dumb shit. Like, nah, the white man observes us, and every time we do something, we don't even know we innovate something. We won't even know we coming up with the next best. They see it though, and then they say, oh. After studying so much history of watching good white inventors that didn't have time to go against the times and say, I gotta liberate this nigga. No, they're never gonna liberate you. That thing you're talking about, how do you, that's really smart. Let me do it. Let me get that idea. Let me bring it forth. Because even if you bring it forth, you know what's gonna happen. You're gonna take your head off and one of them to take it. At least if you let me bring it forth, I'll be rich. And I see your value. So you're not gonna get treated like that no more. You know what I mean? I already treated you good. I don't beat you up. I make you work and shit, but I treat you right. And I don't really believe in all this hatred shit. You get it? Shit like that happens. Anyway. No matter what anyone makes, good or bad, right? There's always people that will come along eventually, join a thing, and then they cause a faction. It's sort of like atoms. You ever see you ever see shit how it multiplies itself? It's like no matter what a man starts, the other opposite end of that will be created because you created the thing you created. It's like yin and yang. You can't create yin and yang not be there. It's almost like that. Like, it will automatically happen somehow. And on the level that I'm talking about is just regular stuff. I know have a good day. I'm going deep, but I'm just talking about regular shit like hip hop. the Negro swagger, the Negro dress, the Negro talk, the Negro, everyone could pretend like it's all cool now, but I'm from the generation right before these little dudes that don't even know that everyone used to say that's nigger music. Everyone, you know? And if you're not from that time growing up and causing the revolution of forcing your parents to listen to it or force it in your house, see, that's what actually happened. Everyone doesn't like rap because they like it. They like it now because their kids liked it. Some adults liked it, because it's personal. It was, how the fuck are you going to relate to listening to songs about poverty if you're not living in poverty? How are you going to relate to songs about being a fucking whatever and you're not that? See, back in those days, a lot of that had to do. You didn't just listen to something just because. You listened to it because it was a part of your life. That's why they changed the music of what we used to rap about, not having money. Because, most of our people are broke, so if we actually rap about money and stuff, then we're subliminally destroying our people's brain. Because, when you wake up and realize you don't have money, well then you're going to be envious, jealous, or depressed. Because you can't do what other people could do, and that makes you mad inside. And then that anger usually makes us, sell the drugs, do the crimes, It's simple psychology. But what infuriates me, what I'm actually talking about, is like the dress and the look, right? And the talking. When I was younger, you couldn't talk like this. You get smacked in your fucking mouth talking like a black person. Period. Your parents, your friends, anybody, they would make, it wasn't cool. It wasn't cool to promote music that'll destroy your neighborhood. It wasn't cool to talk to your women like that. It is now. That always baffled my mind. But then like I said, no matter what you create, somebody comes and, gets a hold of it, changes it a little bit, and now it goes a whole nother direction, the opposite direction. Now, I say that because soon rap will be labeled as the only music that poisoned everybody. They've been working on it for years to say that, rapper, because rap will always be attached to black people. All the other music and shit that we created, nobody even knows we made this shit up no more. And each one of those things did the same thing that rap did. It came out fun, wholesome, or a little, grown. And then it went right to the same shit. Sex, drugs, and fucking, I'm a tough guy, I gotta fuck your bitch. That's why I laugh at the old niggas talking shit about rappers. Oh, y'all music is da-da. Yo, dog, y'all was singing about fucking other niggas' wives. Stealing niggas' girls. Papa Was a Rolling Stone is every rapper right now. Fuck y'all talking about? Papa was a Rolling Stone. I know what that really means, nigga. You get a lot of these fucking kids. But I know what Papa was a Rolling Stone. He couldn't control his dick, nigga. Too busy out there getting them beating guts. Up the whole countryside. Making families. So, when you guys run your mouths about the music is polluting the children. Nah, y'all old niggas polluted the children a long time ago. With your fake ass alpha male shit. Boys don't cry. Gotta sow your oats. Go sleep with as many women as you can before you fucking get married. Don't train on how to be a husband the whole time. I've never seen one father say that. Every last one of you goofy niggas be like, yeah, just go do your thing till you pick one. Don't even tell your son how to pick one. Wonder why your son end up with a fucking slaw. It should be crazy. Oh yeah, because you might have picked the slaw and she broke your balls into submission. Like, it'd be crazy. I be looking back and everybody say things getting worse. And I'm like, yo, y'all niggas is not hiding from this. I see, I watch, I listen to this shit. And y'all complaints back then was the same complaints people have now. Y'all problems back then was the same problems that we have now. And then introduce, all the things you accepted and brought into society and didn't give a fuck about. Like all the drugs and accepting the bullshits. Yous brought forth that shit. Y'all voted for that shit. Every older generation has no choice but to blame. Every younger generation has no choice but to blame the older generation. You guys got to start everything and lead the direction on where things are going. Kids only copy what they see. So, like I said, no matter what it is, motherfucking a style that comes out, whatever, it always gets sound of horns twisted to the wrong way. And I really hate how they twisted the Negro style. The Negro took years to look different from everybody else. Do you understand that? You all had your own culture. You all had your own dress. Now, everyone looks the same. Like us. Or like the white men, their style. You know what I'm saying? I be looking at everybody like, don't you have culture? Don't you have a style? Wearing a hat with your flag on, that's not style, nigga. Wearing the colors of your flag and shit, that's not style, nigga. That's regular shit. That's regular. Because when you think about colors and shit like that, everybody be walking around with similar colors at one point. You know what I mean? Like red, white, and blue. That's Puerto Rican flag and the American flag. It's a fucking couple of countries that are over the water. All of them got the same type of colors, nigga, with a star and that shit. So, you know what I mean? That ain't really, when you get 3, 4, 5, 8 of them, you got the French niggas, you get 4, 80 out different country with the same color ass niggas. Only thing you could tell the difference is the way you look and the way your flag look, What is the culture of your people? Where's your dress? What makes you look different from everybody? Where's your style? Where's your style, homie? You know what I mean? And I ain't gonna act like we all can. Well, we used to dictate our style because people used to make clothes and shit. So, yeah, I think that's how it used to be. I think since people make clothes and certain things grow in certain areas, then yeah, if that would make a difference on what people could make, and then it would differ from what your style would be automatically due to the environment that you live in. You know what I mean? Civilization is so fucking weird to me. Everybody wants to be the same thing, but hate the same thing, but look like the same thing, but not. I have to say I'm individual. I'm different from the rest of y'all. How? How you different? You know what I mean? Like, I guess the new wear, these t-shirts and shorts and fucking hoodies, and I guess it's the most official, that's the most, technological, what's gonna make you deal with the weather good or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just rambling, but I think really people have adopted the lazy side of sound the horns, of culture, and like, I remember when I was growing up, you know, people really did dress their culture. You know, Africans is running around in dashikis and shit. Spanish people, they had their, I don't even really know. You know what I mean? Y'all more southern type of people, so y'all have more of a, you know, usually more of the colorful, very colorful. You know what I'm saying? I remember seeing the Spanish women coming down the street with different colored dresses on, not just the same shit. Long, colorful dresses with the hats and shit, and the dudes be all little, you know, niggas is wearing the button downs a little bit, different kind of button downs, you know, or they have more of the sort of cowboy look, you know what I mean? Because they got different type of environments, you know. Now everybody is just this new look. I guess it's the American look, I guess, you know. This is the culture. But it's so, honestly, I don't know what to call it. I don't want to say it's bad, you know what I mean? Like, it's comfortable, I guess. But it's like bland. You know what I mean? It ain't bad, it's just bland. Or it needs some sugar. Or some salt. Needs some spices to it. You know, like, I think that's one of the number one reasons why a lot of people feel a little down. I was once told colors have a very big impact on your mentality, you know. And, you know, being able to see nature and things like that make you feel better. And I think it's like very, like when you ever walk down the street and you just see all these solid ass blacks and grays and, you know, it's just black and gray and black, and just solid, same, you know, nobody's, like, remember when women used to, like exotic, weird colors and pink? Remember when girls used to wear pink a lot? Not little girls, you know, remember when, like, 9 times out of 10, if you went outside, you're gonna see a girl in a pink something, you know? Good morning, good morning. Just things like that, like, and, or dresses, you know what I mean? I'm from the last era of that. It's still here, you know? I can't say it's completely gone, any of these things, but it's weird to see, so, like, America is the weirdest place in the world, almost. Like, other places are weird too, I ain't gonna say it ain't weird, because we're all modernizing and choosing to look whatever. There's nothing wrong with updating and doing shit. It's just very strange, um, like I said, the concept of I'm individual, I'm the shit, but I look like everybody else. I just probably got a different color on. And then everybody has these identity crises every time anyone's culture is mentioned, or, you know what I mean? And I be looking at, like, everybody here like, yo, bro, half the people back where you're really, really, really from don't fuck with you no more. They don't even like you. You know what I mean? Like, you don't believe me? Well, I look shit up like that. And that shit be blowing my mind, how they be like, yo, y'all niggas is uppity. It's like the house nigga versus the field nigga. You know what I mean? Because everybody leave their country to come here to get a better opportunity. It's like y'all leave the field, and then y'all come to the new house. And then y'all be looking fancy, got more fancy clothes on, and they're like, you fucking traitor. You're a fucking traitor. You ain't nothing. You're Americanized. Lost your accent. You fucking don't dress the way we used to dress. Our ancient people is rolling around in their grave. Fucking traitor. Like, I'd be like, damn. Like, I remember my friend, I learned these things from people, like, their kids, like me growing up, and, like, having Spanish friends that was, like, Americanized, second generation, because their parents moved here and wanted a better life, like, you know what I mean? They did the passport and the things right, and they worked hard, and got a house and did the fucking thing, you know what I'm saying? And then when they bring their fucking kid back to the mainland or whatever they from, the motherfucker getting picked on and shit. Talk about you don't know, can't speak Spanish all the way. You talk weird. You sound like a white boy. Or you dress funny, or you like you could just the way he was saying it, like, cause I always been like a therapist, man. I'm gonna ask these real questions, and the racism between people, and that's not even racism, classism, hatred because another nigga, he didn't actually get born. You know what I'm saying? He was born. He ain't asked to be in America. He loves being Puerto Rican. I ain't never seen this nigga not like Puerto Ricanness ever. I never seen him say, fuck, I love being. I mean, he is a little colonized thinker. But, you know, he rapped. Always seen him with a flag in his car. Always seen him, you know. Nigga learned mad shit, was inventing shit. I used to always tell him, bro, if you ever get money, dog, you can go back to where you originally from and you'll be like a god. You're so smarter than everybody here, nigga, and you know all this shit. You go back there, you're a god, nigga. Like, and you know mechanics and engineering and shit. I'm like, yo, do you realize just your thoughts and how you know things? If you went back there, you could help the ones that don't know but know about mechanic shit, and then you could be teaching these people, and then they could be figuring out how to make their own generators. Like this nigga was talking about solar powered and self generators before the planes hit the towers, dog. We was talking about half the shit that we see now. Half the shit we see now, me and this nigga used to talk about, and other people used to call us crazy. You're going to be able to talk to your people through a watch? You're going to be able to talk to anybody in the world on a cell phone? And did it because we used to watch all the crazy movies and shit. We used to record on early, like, yo, everything I've ever seen in a movie as a kid, yeah, I'm older, all that shit is real. Just like now, more and more every day, everybody's seeing all these things that are, you know, people go back and be like, oh, I remember this movie where they were, you know, showing this shit. And people always get scared, or, oh, they're predictive programming. No, can it be that people have always done the same thing since the beginning of time? Thought of things that wasn't real, imagined how to make it real, and then made it real. And then all the idiots that, you know, are dumb and never created anything in the world, never pulled anything from the Astros and said, I'm gonna make that. See, once you do it on a small level, which everyone does, you just don't appreciate it. And then others go, yeah, how the fuck did I picture that? How did I dream that? Where did that come from? I gotta make that real. Didn't come from nowhere. I didn't just think that up, you know? You usually start by thinking of things, and then it comes. Anyway, I'm just rambling at this point. Moral of the story is, just because everybody looks like something, stop putting so many stereotypes on it, and that goes for both sides. Like, people that dress like me, and, you know, comfortable with a regular hoodish average man look. Now you just call it the average man look. It ain't hood no more. Everybody's doing it. It's the average man look. But at the same time, it's so funny that my people used to get profiled for this shit. You wore baggy pants, hoodies, rags on your head, stop, frisk automatically. Fucked with automatically. You get it? Now everyone does it, and now it's cool. It's alright. Nah, if you look like that, you're not a gang member. If you look like that, you're not this. Even though you niggas have gang tattoos on your fucking faces. Now you don't worry. You can then thank me later and all of our suffering once again, just like fucking civil rights and all the other things. We go first, we suffer, bringing something forth, get destroyed and destroyed and destroyed and destroyed, and then, alright, now you can do it. Now everybody could do it, and then we're sitting here looking around like, what you mean everybody could do it? I'm the one that went through this shit to make this shit so I could wear it, not everybody. This is my shit. It's my plate. It's my look. It's my dress. It's my talk. It's my swag. It's not for everybody. Why don't, you know what? I don't mind it being for everybody though, because no one will invent their own thing. I don't care. You know, I used to really, this shit used to bother me. Like, I'm sure it bothers many other black people in certain ways, but me, I realized, well, if we don't fucking do it, who's gonna do it? Nobody else is doing it. Nobody else looks at it like, I don't want to follow the old way no more. I'm gonna do this now. You know what I mean? Like, niggas be trying, but that shit never catch on. You know what I'm saying? It never really, really catch on. Cause it ain't nothing but old styles from, everything's been done before. Baggy pants, you know. When I see, you know what got me over dressing the hood and the shame of feeling like, oh, you dress like this right here. It's just pirate shit. And before it was pirate shit, it was regular slave field nigga shit. Before it was that, it was to keep your fucking, it was the Muslims or somebody else. And before, you get it? The shit was royal before. And then it was, oh, we enslaved your ass, so now, yeah, keep your style, but everybody knows your style is the enslaved niggas look. You know what I'm saying? Baggy shit. When you go back to fucking the night days and all of that, what the fuck was these people wearing? The kings and queens and shit, and the royal jesters and all these, they was wearing hammer pants. Fucking kidding me? Niggas is wearing wigs and shit. Like it's a joke. Nothing's new under the sun. All styles have been and will have been, and some people just don't know how to just do it or something. You know what I mean? When I look at the Negro innovation of all these styles, I always keep saying the same thing. It's either off our pain or we look back at what was there and we say, take a piece of that, take a piece of that, take a piece of that. Boom. Now it's this. You know? Or maybe we create some of this shit purely from ourselves. Me, I possibly don't believe that because nothing's. You gotta learn. You have to have heard something. You can't just. No one wants to be a musician. No one wants to be a poet. No one wants to be a dancer. No one wants to be anything in the world just cause. It's cause you've seen it. And you said, I want to do that, or I can be better than them. I can do that too. I can do that too. Get it? So it ain't no hate. It ain't no. It's just the way things go. You know? But I think people deserve a lot more credit sometimes. And I think stereotypes are very stupid now and thing with age we're living in. Like, because the stereotype that I just explained, the hood look or the average man look, certain people always get pulled over for it, but everybody else looks like it and they don't. Everyone knows the uppity business suit that, oh, you could trust them. Well, for the last 20 years, you've been getting proven that the worst criminals in the entire world wear suits and have the most money and shit. No one can compare to what you have been caught for. You know what I mean? I'm not talking no allegations and fake ass lists or real lists. No. 2020 4 and 5 was the revealing of don't trust niggas with money. You know what I'm saying? Period. Just like you's had it, don't trust niggas that don't have money. Don't trust pirates, hoods. Get it? Now, no one trusts anyone. Now, oh yeah, my father kept saying in that book, judge people by what they do, and that's it. You know? Learn how to see the spirit. All love, all praise to the Most High.